guys, this is Jared Poirier, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different for you guys. So guys, these are just some albums that I've really liked lately, really just like my own personal taste in hip-hop. I hope it's not too windy down here for you guys. Alright, so the first album we're going to talk about is the new Kendrick Lamar album, Damn. I really enjoyed it. I listened to it quite a few times. Some of the great tracks on this, obviously the singles are really good. DNA is great, but Humble really stands out on the album as the best track. And on this album, I really think that Kendrick is dealing with like a crisis of faith. God and Christianity and all of that has always like really been a big part of his music. And I think that on this album, he's kind of comparing himself to Job from the Bible, who is a very faithful servant of God, but God keeps punishing him to test his faith. And I think Kendrick is kind of saying that he's had a lot of success, but he's also had a lot of trials and tribulations. And on this album, we also see Kendrick talking about balancing the expectations of being a famous rapper, but also being a good Christian. There's a couple of bangers on this album, but overall it's pretty subdued. And there are some really great relaxing tracks like Feel and Yeah. Even if you don't really share his perspective, like I for instance am definitely not a Christian, but I can always like relate to what he's saying and kind of understand his mindset, understand like where he's coming from on these tracks, and understand the sort of crisis and hardship that he's going through, and I can really relate to it. Alright, the next album we're going to review is the new Joey Badass, All-American Badass. Quite a few standout tracks on this one, and there's quite a lot of range on this record as well. On the softer side, I really liked For My People, Temptation, and Devastated is a great track. That's been stuck in my head lately. And there's some really great aggressive songs as well, like Rockabye Baby with one of my favorite rappers, Schoolboy Q. And then you have easily the angriest track on this one, Ring the Alarm. And this one features, among others, Michi Darko from Flatbush Zombies. There's a line in here where Joey talks about running through NASDAQ, strapping his backpack. So you don't gotta ask who he's mad at. I think these birds might be conspiring against me. Yeah, they are definitely not liking me being here right now. I'm just trying to shoot music reviews, guys. Anyway, if these birds think that they're gonna scare me off, they're wrong. And on this record, Joey's really dealing with what it's like to be a young black man in America and all the experience that comes along with that. And just really feeling like all of society and the government is against your success. And he also talks a bit about all the trappings of fame and money and everything that comes along with that. So yeah, I really enjoyed this album, and I'm someone that's really into political rap and stuff like that, but I also found it to be a deeply personal album, so I don't think that you have to be someone who like really only listens to conscious hip-hop to dig this album. Hopefully I don't have a problem with the birds in this neighborhood. So the last album I want to talk about is Atrocity Exhibition by Danny Brown. And this album's been out for a bit. I listened to it a little bit when it first came out, but lately I've been really digging it. It's actually my favorite album of the three on this list. And what I like about this album is the beats are just so insane, and it's incredible that Danny can even rap on them. Danny Brown is a rapper who I've been following for a while. I really liked Triple X. That was a really great album. Old is a bit poppier, a bit more club kind of album, but I really like that one as well. And here on Atrocity Exhibition, I really think that he's showing a lot of improvement. And there's been a steady improvement pretty much on every record that this guy has released, and that trend just continues with Atrocity Exhibition. There really isn't a bad track on this thing. Really Dough really stands out as a great single. Ain't It Funny, Lost, and Rain all actually really stood out to me as well. On this album, Danny's covering a lot of the same subject matter that he usually does. There's a lot of stuff on here about drug addiction, partying too much, and being afraid of your own death. There's also a lot of stuff on here about Danny's ambitions as a rapper and his desire to really leave an impression on hip-hop and be remembered as a great artist. Yeah, so in my eyes, this guy is really a contender for greatest rapper ever, and you really need to go check out this album. That flag's really huge. We should still abolish the state though. Yeah, so Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, Danny Brown, just three of my favorite rappers right now that I've been listening to, really enjoying. So what do you guys think? What are some albums that I should check out? Do you guys like these music reviews? Should I just stick to making skateboarding videos? leave all those comments down below. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Try to do something good in your community. Pick up your dog poo. Help an old lady cross the street. Buy coffee for a homeless guy. And yeah, just don't be a dick. And I'll see you guys later.